everything for himself.
Welcome back to another video, Chocolatiers. In today's video, I want to talk about the Alan Wake 2 new DLC titled Night Springs. Now, this DLC was revealed during Jeff Keighley's Summer Games Fest on Friday and was released the very next day on Saturday. I didn't buy the deluxe edition of Alan Wake 2, but I think that's the only way that you can get this DLC. I never saw anywhere where you could buy a separate pack. Now, the deluxe edition content comes with 2 skins, one for Alan, one for Saga, and 2 weapon skins for Alan and 1 weapon skin for Saga, and it comes with the DLC, the first one titled Night Springs, and the second one hopefully coming this fall, what I believe. Now, I haven't had a chance to talk about Alan Wake 2 on the channel yet, but my friends and people around me know that is my game of the year for last year. Alan Wake 2 blew me away in all the right ways, okay? It was like having a girl in the back seat, and she's sitting up here going, "Baby, I think it's time." And she crawls up to the front seat, and she starts going to town on that thing, if you know what I mean. That old summer sausage. And so it just blew me away because I'm not the biggest fan of Alan Wake. You know, I liked Quantum Break for what it was. I didn't really love it. And for the most part, Remedy games were just kind of okay until I played Control. And so after that, I got pretty excited for Alan Wake 2, went back and beat Alan Wake 1. Still didn't love it, but I am obsessed with Alan Wake 2. Unfortunately, the only negative thing I have for it is that this DLC is not the longest. It's 3 episodes, so the first episode is around like 20 minutes, maybe 25. And for what I saw, there's really no collectibles either, so it's nothing like exploring. It's just pretty linear, which I did enjoy that it was linear. And the second episode is about around like 30-ish minutes, about 40, and then the last episode is anywhere from about 25 minutes to about 45 minutes for me. That's because I didn't know what to do at one part, and I just literally was running around the woods for like 15 minutes. So you scratch that out, about 30 minutes. So it's about an hour and a half average. I think I beat it in about an hour and 40, but about an hour and a half average. You cut those 10, 15 minutes of me being stupid running out in the woods. And so you basically, in the first episode, you play as Rose, the woman who works at the diner in Alan Wake. And in the second episode, you play as Jesse from the Control game. And in the third episode, you actually ironically play as the real actor, Shawn Ashmore. And beautiful Shawn Ashmore, aka Iceman, aka Lamplighter from The Boys, is in episode 3. And so I really liked how each of these episodes are different because in episode 1, it's pretty much a comedy where you're playing as Rose and you're trying to get to a certain area and you run into like the big bad wolf and stuff like that. And it's kind of like sci-fi, but more kind of like tame, like children's book with comedy. And in episode 2, you have more of the horror element with Jesse and kind of a mini prequel to Control in a way. And then in episode 3, you kind of get into the time-bending, crazy shenanigans that you pretty much know Alan Wake 2 to be like in an episode that you play, like I said, in Shawn Ashmore. And that's pretty much my favorite episode. So I just kind of want to rank them real quick before I continue my thoughts. So overall, I think that in my experience, I think I liked episode 3 the most, episode 1 the second most, and I think I liked episode 2 the least. Now, unfortunately for me, episode 2 was the one that had Jesse up in it. And I just feel like the reason why I disliked it so much was because for me, it didn't really add anything extra. It didn't really do anything extra, and it was pretty easy, like I said, run of the mill. Now, you could say the same thing about the first episode, but I feel like the first episode, with it being that comedy, being that kind of fun, goofy thing, you could kind of get over that. Now, in these episodes, your characters do get weapons, and that's not really hard to find. You can pretty much get unlimited ammo. Like, I never ran out of ammo one time, and for what I can tell, there's no difficulty setting on these either. They're pretty much just bare minimum, so it's kind of like easy to difficult, because like some bosses, you know, like you gotta heal, so like that, like if they hit you, but nothing's like really hard. I didn't die one time in either one of these. But it pretty much explores the world, and in episode 3, they do some things towards the end without spoilers where you can kind of see where maybe they're going, or where maybe these episodes could lie in something like an Alan Wake universe. And so I really appreciate that. And I really just love the fact that I got to go back into this world. Another excuse to go back into this franchise that I now love. And I really love that's how video games are nowadays, because like I said, personally, I don't love the first Alan Wake. I really like the story for what it is, but I cannot stand that gameplay. And I played Alan Wake Remastered, and it's just something about it didn't click. But Alan Wake 2, when it went completely full tilt into the horror element and aspect, I really love that. And I really love that here in Night Springs. You get quick little DLC little missions. And I know a lot of people can complain about that, but for $16 you're getting both. Even if the next one, let's say it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours, let's say it's a little bit longer, go to 3 hours. I feel like even at that point, $16 for you to also get deluxe edition stuff, I think it's definitely well worth your money. So if you're an Alan Wake 2 fan, I think you should definitely go out and buy this. Now, I want to cover some of the little complaints I had with the DLC. So for example, in episode 2, when I play as Jesse, I just really wish, like I said, there was more to do instead of going to the straightforward area. Now, for what this does, I don't know if they're going to continue the Night Springs thing, like and the part 2 of the DLC. I don't know if it's going to be one of those things where, oh man, this is bridging off, or oh, if we make a Control 2, oh, they're going to talk about this. I don't really know. I never played Control's DLC, so it actually might have tied into that. I didn't even think about that. But overall, for a DLC that's of this quality, that has all this voice acting, has these cutscenes, stuff like that, if you're an Alan Wake 2 fan, you probably already bought it. And so at this point in time, as I'm now getting a notification, seeing on my screen right in front of me that Alan Wake 2 Deluxe Edition is up for pre-order on Amazon, I'm going to go do that because I want to own a physical copy of this game because I love it so much. And so if you guys have any thoughts about the Alan Wake 2 DLC, comment down below, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you guys have played it. Let me know if you guys want to play it, because I played it late. I beat it yesterday. This is definitely one of those sit down once, maybe twice, beat it type of deals. And let me know what order of your episodes were. That's what I mainly want to hear. I want to know, were you in agreement with me? Do you think episode 2 was the weakest, episode 3 was the strongest? Or do you think that episode 1 was the strongest, episode 2 was the second strongest? Like, what do you think? Comment down below, let me know your thoughts, and please like and subscribe for more. We're trying to grow the channel, and comment down below and let me know your thoughts, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.